Hi there, and welcome to another episode of the Unforsaken Sisters Podcast. I am Sochi, and I'm your host, and today we are doing a Thanksgiving Thankful podcast, and I have the beautiful and wonderful Sarah Holder.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So today we're going to do kind of a recap of all the things that Unforsaken has done. We've been really busy, Sarah.
Oh my gosh.
Super busy. September just feels like a blur.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. 2020 overall was amazing, and the things that we got to do.
Yeah.
And, but yes, the end of the year are some things that we want to touch on that were some amazing things.
Right. So I kind of want to just focus on some events because we've done so much. Mm-hmm. So we didn't get a chance to really talk about the tea that we had, the purity tea. So I want to talk about that because that was the first one. Yes. And I'm hoping that we continue to do that. It was such a blessing to every single person that went there. Tell us a little bit about how that even came about.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the year, it was my mom's heart and some of us women's heart to kind of reach that younger community, not just young women, but young daughters, and talking about purity and things like that. And thankfully, on the last podcast, I got to talk about my own journey with that. But at this beautifully made tea, it was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing because we had 4 speakers. We had Jasmine, and she talked about modesty, even dressing, kind of. Yep. And if you look at this girl, she has the cutest style. Yes. So it was so cool to be able to say, you could still look really cute.
Absolutely.
And but she just shared her heart with that whole experience that she had. And then I spoke about kind of my journey and things like that, and practical boundaries that you can use. Yes. My mom spoke just being the bride of Christ and saving yourself for your husband. Yes. And then Elizabeth also talked about her testimony of purity and things like that. So I loved it because we actually got a great turnout of young girls, because how old is your daughter?
9.
Yes. And I think she must have gotten something out of it.
Absolutely.
So we kind of targeted that age group of maybe even like 8 to 15 or so, because that's the time you need to give them the information about purity, about sex, about stuff like that. We actually got such a great turnout that we had this small little room booked. And the day before, me and Carla were driving around, and we're like, there was like 4 or 5 parking spots. Yes. And we're like, we have so many people signed up. Like we had like 50 people signed up. And I was like, and then you get the mom. So I was like, okay, it's not just 50, that's just the daughter. So we had to get to a new location, and God totally provided one. He opened doors.
That's awesome.
And we probably grew out of that one. It was
absolutely
like jam-packed there,
Yeah. I think it was so special and unique because this part of the county, or even Lake County, really has never done anything like this. Yeah. And I think moms want this for their girls. Like, it's having these hard conversations, and this was a great way to start these conversations.
100%.
And I love what you and Jasmine spoke about, all 4 of them. But I love it from your perspective of as young women, and the thing about modesty. You could still look cute, and just that. With your testimony about how it can be done. Like, people think, oh, that can't be done. No, it really can't be done.
Well, that's huge. To see somebody, like, I remember when I was going through it, I had a babysitter. It was crazy. Right. But she shared her story with me. And because she's like, this necklace my husband gave me because we waited so much. And I remember being like, wow, you did it.
Yes.
And that's what those girls need to hear.
Absolutely.
Is you've done it. We've done it. And it's possible.
Yes, it is. Yep. So that was a really cool event. I hope that we can do it again. I think that will be something we do.
I think it'll be annual. Yes. The turnout that we got, and the mom's just reaction, and the photos, and just getting to enjoy tea with your daughters.
Absolutely.
Our worship was even a mother-daughter duo. Yeah. And everyone was like crying.
Yeah, I know.
So cute.
It was so, I know Sarah took the lead in organizing this, and you did such a phenomenal job of being so intentional with everything that you did, from the praise and worship to the tea. We gave out, everybody got a teacup and a little saucer, but from Treasures, and everything that you did, and then Chrissy's flowers. everything played a part. It was, I mean, because it's Holy Spirit led, right?
100%.
And you listened to him. Yeah. And so I thought that was such a beautiful event. And I think it was $15, correct?
Yes, we only did 15.
15, but I mean, that's definitely the speakers, just the speakers. We should have just charged for it.
I know.
I mean, but it was something, it was affordable for everybody. And I know that next year we are going to have more people, because I know I'm going to invite more people.
Yeah.
You know, so it was really cool for Evelyn to have her little friend there, and hopefully they can be encouragement, accountability partners, you know, for Purity.
And invite their friends. Like,
yes,
this is really a good thing for you to come to.
Absolutely, and their mamas.
Yes.
And so another thing that we always promote is that you don't have to belong to a certain church to participate in Unforsaken events. We have so many different churches represented, which is the bride of Christ.
Yeah, that's what's so beautiful about it.
It is so cool, beautifully made.
Yes.
So the next thing that I really want to touch on, and this is really where the bulk of it is our Restore project.
Okay.
This is huge because this has been on Mo's heart for many, many years. She used to lead Real Help, and so I guess 10 years ago, right? Around 10 years ago?
Almost more. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was still in her heart. But now was the time for her to start something and we're going to do it annually. But I want to just flip back to when you did Real Help.
Yes.
Because how old were you when you did that?
You said your daughter's 9?
Yeah.
I know I was at least that age. I was maybe even younger around that age. But that was so fun. And I remember such great memories from that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just been on my mom's heart. And as the ministry has grown and financially being able to do it, because it costs a lot of money to redo my mom's house.
Right, yes.
But once I kind of give you some more details, like we got so much things donated and food donated, and the back patio was gorgeous, and we got stone donated, and just things like that. Like, God totally provided a lot.
It's all God. It's just like, if we try to do it ourselves, it would have, it
would have broke the bank.
Yeah. We wouldn't have been able to do all that.
Yeah.
Or like you said, just broke the bank. Yeah. So I do want to talk about what are some highlights from that Restore project.
So if you don't know, we helped a single mom named Kathleen.
Yes.
She is a faithful one of our single moms.
Yes.
I think that's super important for people to know, because sometimes, I'm a single mom. I want my house renovated.
I know.
Like, no, she's a faithful one. She works multiple jobs, and she's been in our ministry as long as Unforsaken's been around.
Wow. And she's got 5 kids,
and
correct?
She has 5 kids.
Yeah.
So there was definitely a need. She owned her house. It worked.
Yeah.
And so we got to help her, and she was super, super excited about it.
Right.
And again, we went on a Friday. We started breaking down walls and redoing things, and thanks to our sponsors, we got like granite donated and paint donated. And our volunteers, we had over 100 throughout the weekend. Yes. I ordered 110 shirts. So at least more than 110 volunteers.
Wow.
That was huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we started on Friday, like you said, like it was a real makeover edition. And later on, we're going to have a video that's going to just really show this whole project.
The before and after.
Yes, so it's going to be like, this is going to rock everybody's world. Some volunteers are already, when's the video coming out? I'm like, I'll let you know when it's coming out. But I just can't wait for the video. But we started at 9 a.m., right? Or 8 a.m. on Friday, and we
cleared the house.
Yeah, so that was day 1. We cleared the house, and it was actually something, I think everything God works out, right?
Yeah.
And so that was a week of Hurricane Ian. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But we all ended up, we weren't really sure if this was even going to take place.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was day by day. She
was like, nope, the Lord's telling me it's still happening. It's still happening.
Right.
And I remember it was Tuesday, and she's like, usually on Thursday I'll go get the materials.
Right. Yes.
But Thursday was like the prime hurricane day.
Yes.
And she was like...
And everything was closed. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
So we're all kind of prepping our homes. And she's like, no, me and your dad are going out and getting everything. They spent the whole day getting the materials. Thank God, because Friday we woke up, it was beautiful.
Right. My gosh. Yes. School was canceled, everything, and so we were like, we kept on, are we going to have it? We're checking our phone, and Mo was determined to have it. She was like, we're going to have it. And it was, like you said, gorgeous.
Yes.
And so it went on all Saturday, and then the big reveal was 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to see the body of Christ working together.
Oh my gosh.
Totally. Like from little kids to, not young people. And it was just really cool for me to see, because that's not one of my gifts, is decorating and that creativity of my mind, but to see what started out as one thing to end up, these volunteers donated not just their time, sometimes their money, but just their abilities and creativity that they're using. I always say this: you don't have to be a preacher or teacher to use God's gifts or to preach the 100%. World. One thing that Kathleen, everybody surrounded Kathleen after, they wanted to hug her, and because most of the volunteers never met Kathleen. That's another thing that I wanted to say, that most
it's
volunteers,
not like it was their friend. You would do this for your friend.
Exactly.
They did it because they wanted to serve God, because they are serving the Lord.
Yes. And so that's everybody's heart. And I remember going up to her, me and Steven, and she was just like, when I first got the news that I was going to be the one to receive it, she's like, I didn't even think I was deserving of it. There's so many more people, more moms that deserve it more, need it more. And Steven said, this might not even be for you.
Exactly.
It might be for your kids. It might be for the neighbors. It might be for one of these volunteers. And I thought that was so good to just really see that point of view, because so many people were touched. Every single person, from my 9-year-old to my 14-year-old, he was one of the first people that said to him, "Oh, when are we doing this again?"
Isn't that crazy? You're a teenager. That's crazy you're asking
exactly.
that.
And he loved it. And Mo's like, we're not doing it for another year. But I think that, we got to just know that Kathleen wasn't the only one blessed.
That's so good. It's so good. And just like you said, the neighbors. I remember I was outside with Mav or whatever, getting things ready, and one of the neighbors was like, "What's going on?" Because trust me, there was a lot of cars in that neighborhood. We absolutely. Hope the police weren't coming down, but and they're like, "Oh, here's $100. Go get something that you need." They were just like, "That's amazing." They didn't know they had a single mom who needed this help, but that neighbor needed to see what we were doing.
Absolutely. So can you tell a little bit about the vendors?
Yes. Yeah. So some of our people. We had Adam with his granite.
Yes. Southern is
Southern stonework.
Yes.
So he has an amazing stone. If you ever need stone or anything kind of thing, or any granite, he has an amazing facility. Schmidt helped a little bit. Sherman Williams helped.
Yes.
We just had a bunch of different vendors. I can't even remember all of them.
I know, there's just so many.
Yeah.
God knows, and we're praying multitude of blessings on your business. And also we had a lot of people donate money, which that helped so much. So thank you.
We had room sponsors, so that was so cool. Just any mom or anything, didn't have to be a business, just wanted to donate. Oh, I want to give a swing to this girl's room, or I want to give all the money for the flooring for that room. Denny's group was huge.
Right. Yes, absolutely. So, that was so special, and I felt like, even with Unforsaken, the staff just really working together to start this process and being very organized with that, because like you said, doing the room, being very intentional. Okay, how can we make the use of every single penny that comes through our ministry. Also, I want to give a shout out to Carrie Gross.
Oh my gosh.
She was our food person. What's her title? Hospitality.
Yeah.
And she got every single meal that weekend was provided. She got donations. She picked up
and
the
that's
food.
Not easy to do. That's not easy to do, to get free things for people. Companies.
Oh my gosh. And we had more than enough.
Oh, we ate good.
So good. It was so good. So thank you so much to Carrie and just we can't even name every single volunteer. All the squad
leaders, all the designers, everything.
Phenomenal. And may God abundantly bless you and your families for blessing Kathleen, but blessing Unforsaken. And so, like you said, Kathleen, she's someone that has been a part of this ministry from the beginning.
Yeah. And that was so cool for them to see. And just, like you said, the video, I encourage you. It'll be on YouTube as well. So watch that and just see. And if you want to donate, we had so many construction companies come and see that stuff in our before and afters, and I want to help with the next one.
Yeah,
so we're planning that time of year, September, October.
Yep.
Next year around that time.
Yeah.
It is hurricane season. I think it's the end of hurricane season. So it's totally fine. But it was amazing.
Yes. What is something that stood out to you from that weekend? Do you have a special story that you saw, or
I guess, I said, the neighbors were really touched by it, but even the daughters were really, a love for a mom, right? And just seeing your mom work so hard and getting this, the daughters know that she deserved that. You know, as a person, you don't always feel like you deserve it, but they knew her mom deserved that. And it was really eye-opening for some of them.
Right.
And that was so beautiful. In the pictures, their faces, when they see their house,
know. Those
it's just
pictures,
amazing.
Yeah, that's so cool. One thing that stood out, the volunteers, I mean, like I said, just so good. But one of the volunteers, she was scheduled to work just hospitality desk. Yeah. And she was just so excited that she's just one of our volunteers at our store. But she was like, I'm just going to go and paint. You know, she's like, I think that you can handle it out here. I'm like, yeah. So she took my daughter and they painted one of the walls. And then she ended up helping with one of the rooms. Like she went and she just found her spot. And she ended up texting me that night and she said that her husband has never seen her this happy. Wow. That she is in her spot, that she is so thankful that she found Unforsaken. And like I said, she just started, she found Unforsaken. She went to a Tuesday night and then she started volunteering at the store and then she's doing this. And she's such a blessing to us, but to hear her husband say that, like she was just lit up when she
found
came
her
up.
gift.
Yeah, she did.
Know, when, you feel like you've stepped into where God's called you and you just it's almost like it just feels so good. Like that's the Lord doing that. And she's gifted in that area. So God just
it was so
blessed
cool.
her. You know, it's a blessing to do that if you're in your gifting.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, because there's some people that weren't in their giftings. They're like, oh, why do I do this? Yeah. But everybody had a great attitude. Yeah. But she's bubbling over from this. So that was huge for me.
And I would say that's amazing. The one other thing is just how quickly things get done.
Yes.
Because it was about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And one of the designers goes to my mom and goes, so you're going to push it back, right? Mm-hmm. Like she's going to come later tonight, like 8 or 9 o'clock. My mom goes, no, the reveal's at 5. And she goes, what? And she had never been a designer for one of these before. My mom goes, it'll happen.
Yes.
And it does. And it's just like, that's totally God.
Absolutely.
But things just start, we start mopping while people walk out the door, things like that. So
it's just crazy just to think about. It was like a whirlwind, to think about that. It's like I was saying, that it's such a privilege to be a part of this ministry. As we think about that Restore project, if you want to donate and be a part of that, you don't have to wait till October or September of next year. You can do that because we bless women all year round. Yep. So we'll talk a little bit about that later, but we had our last Unforsaken last week, which was really cool because we got to interview Sheila Dial and Josephine Holder and Mo Midlow, and that was a really cool night just to have that panel. That'll be on YouTube, so you can watch that if you weren't there. So. Yes, so we want to make sure that you get that, and we have some really cool events coming up. So tell us about that.
So the holidays gets busy for everyone, right? But Thanksgiving is our next one, and we're doing a food drive. So all the Thanksgiving fixings, the corn, the green beans,
the marshmallows.
That's the random one. Everyone's like, why do you have marshmallows? Yeah. But for, what is it? Sweet potato casserole, you use marshmallows. So any of those, we have all the lists on our social medias.
Yes.
If you could bring those in, that's amazing. We'll be taking it right to that day.
Yes.
That we're giving it out. The cutoff is around like the 16th or so. So if you can bring it to the store by then, that's huge.
And that's specifically for single mamas.
Yes. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah. So if you know of a single mom, or if you are a single mom watching, reach out to me. You can email me through the website. I'll send you a link. You can sign up. And we're giving out turkeys as well.
Right.
So everything you need for Thanksgiving, because that adds up to about $100. Yeah. So it's really a blessing for these moms. It's rewarding to be able to cook dinner for your family and have it on the table and things like that. So we want that for them. And then we have a full day for them that they'll get to experience while they get their turkey. But
that's so good. So we are still looking for donations, but we thank you so much if you've already donated, because we have had some that have donated.
So you could donate food, you could donate your time, because we have an event for them.
Yep.
As we hand them out and things like that. Either one is super helpful.
Right.
We've had people say, here's $100, here's 10 turkeys, or whatever it is. If you want to donate an amount and let us know what you want it to go towards, that is something cool that we have, where if you want a specific thing to go to a specific thing, I get that.
Yeah. There was actually something in the register the other day. I saw it. It's got a note around it. I think it's like $50 or something. And they said this person wants it to go to Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
So you can drop your donations off at the store as well. So as we think about all those things, the tea, the project, and Unforsaken that just happened, we are so grateful to the Lord. And as we come into November and Thanksgiving season, we we cannot do this without Holy Spirit, of course, guiding us, but we cannot do this without you, without the volunteers, without your donations. So thank you, and we pray blessings over you. And as we go into December, we just want to kind of give you some things that we're doing. So what's going on in December?
So December 14th is our Unforsaken Christmas. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be big. We're doing it at the Black Box Theater.
Awesome.
So it's at the Claremont Rec Center. So don't let the Black Box confuse you. It's a room in the Art and Rec Center.
Right. Yep. And it's a Wednesday night.
It's a Wednesday night. So it's the 14th. It starts at 6. We're going to have shopping. We're going to have amazing worship. We're going to even have like a little children's choir.
Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good.
Yes.
So mark your calendars for that day.
Yes, December 14th at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And you can there's going to be shopping, so you can get stocking stuffers, and it's always so fun.
Yes.
Some fun Christmas games, stuff like that. And then all that money for that event goes to our global outreach. So that goes to the 1040 window, which if you don't know what that is, that's the least evangelized area in the world, in Asia.
Yes.
So we donate directly to them. And then we also donate to our school in Morrisseau, Haiti, where we have over 100 kids. We get them their lunch. We pay for the principal and teacher and stuff like that. So uniforms as well. And that's priority one that we partner with for that.
Nice.
So the Christmas one that's our main
like missions offering.
Yes, offering for that.
Yeah. That's
so I
love
good. That. That's a huge thing that we do, because all the other offerings, single moms, things like that.
Yes, for our community. Yeah. So as we look into that, so December 14th, the Wednesday, and then we have an angel tree that we're doing this year as well.
Yes, we're partnering with an amazing organization this year, and they're helping us get some toys, but we're also still going to do our angel tree within that. And again, if you're a single mom, you're looking for help with presents this year, reach out to me so I can get you signed up for that as well. And that is so fun to shop for.
Right.
So that's a great thing for your children to do with you. Hey, we have some needs. Maybe we're like, okay, we're in need of some shoes or some clothes for these sizes. That's a fun thing to go do.
Yes.
And donate some of your obviously your money, but it's fun for your kids to do with you.
Absolutely.
And you're getting presents for Christmas. Now let's go get some that need help for Christmas.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Stuff like that.
I know for you and me, we're very blessed. The Lord has been so good, and our kids don't need anything, right? Yeah. And so for us to show them that's crucial that we show. It's not just about you getting gifts, but you helping to give gifts to others.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and I'm grateful that Unforsaken has that aspect to it. So we've got lots of things going on in December. Yeah. We also are always taking donations at the store. There is a post on Facebook about what we accept. So we don't accept everything, but we do have a list of what we do accept. So, Sarah, thank you so much for recapping these events.
It's been a great year.
Yes.
It's just been, like you said, the volunteers, all of our Unforsakens. We actually, at the Christmas event, we'll have a recap video of all the details of what we've done, how much financial help we've helped with the moms, and just the benevolence, and just how much food we've given out at our food pantry.
It's crazy.
And I love that video. And it takes time to go through all the statistics, but it's so, we're a nonprofit. That's what we do.
Yeah.
How many shirts we've given out at the store. It's very detailed. And it's so cool to see that, because when you give your money, you want to see where it goes a lot of times. Right.
Yes,
even though we're giving it to the Lord and we believe that it's going to go to where, we always want to show you guys exactly where your money's going, because it's authentic. Exactly. Right? You want that authentic.
Exactly.
Honesty.
I love that, because Sarah does such a great job of recapping everything, because we bless a lot of people. Yes. We're not just a resale shop that's just trying to make money. It goes out to the community. So I want to just say again about, if you would like to donate for the Thanksgiving or the angel tree, you can do that online. You can go to our website, or you could do that at our store. We want to make sure that you know that, and everything that you are giving, you are putting it back into the community. Yes. We are always seeking Holy Spirit's direction, so that we do everything for the glory of God. No. So again, Sarah, thank you so much for recapping. Like, it's been a great year. It's been like I said, September was kind of a blur because so much, but man, He got us through it, and we were able to be His hands and
God gets all the glory.
Yes.
It's not Unforsaken that gets the glory.
That's right.
It's not Mo. It's not Sarah. It's not
absolutely.
God gets the glory, and It's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you for joining us on another episode of the Unforsaken Sisters Podcast. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on our Unforsaken Women YouTube channel. For any future videos, please like and subscribe below.